Hi, it's Kristen. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make this really simple boys clip-on bow tie. So I've been running a successful Etsy shop for going on 6 years now. I make all sorts of children's accessories, and one of my best sellers through the years has been these little clip-on bow ties for boys. So I make them for all occasions, especially Easter and springtime, as well as for I've made them for a groomsman and groom before, and of course ring bearers that are in weddings. I make them in all different colors, so they can match the wedding party. And so with the spring and summer and Easter coming up, I figured it would be fun to go ahead and show you guys how to make these. It's super, super simple. You don't even need a sewing machine, but if you have one, you can use it. I'm going to show you how to just do it by hand, not even using the sewing machine. So to make these clip-on bow ties, all you need is fabric of your choice, these little alligator clips you can get from the craft store. You'll need a needle and thread and scissors to cut your fabric, and then an iron is really helpful as well. Okay, so to begin, just go ahead and lay out your fabric onto an ironing board or some surface like that, and then we're just going to start by tracing out our rectangle shape. So depending on the size of the bow tie that you want, you're going to just cut out a piece of paper or cardstock, something like that, in a rectangle shape, and then you're going to want a smaller piece, also like a rectangle shape, and this is going to be our center piece. So just go ahead and trace those out and then cut them out. So once you have your pieces cut out, just give them a nice iron, and then you're going to fold it into thirds like this, and then you're going to iron it down just to make sure that shape is held. Give it a good iron, and then you're going to fold it in half and set it aside. We're going to do the same thing to the center piece, just fold it into thirds while it's warm, and then iron it down to make it hold that shape there. So the next step is going to be to sew up the end. So grab your needle and thread. A white thread works fine for this, and the seam is going to be hidden, so it doesn't really matter if it matches the fabric or not. Tie a knot at the end of your thread, and then we're just going to go into that end piece and just a simple stitch in and out. Just try to keep it as neat as possible. Just make sure you have a knot on the end so it holds, and just go in and out, pretty close together. You want it to have a nice hold to it so it doesn't fall apart or anything like that. Just make sure all the pieces are being sewn in so it holds together really well. Once you get to the very end, you're going to just do a simple knot really close to the fabric, just like this, and then cut the extra string, of course. Then you're going to fold the piece of fabric inside out and make sure that the seam is in the center, just like that, of the back of the bow tie. Now I'm going to show you how to shape it. So there are a couple different ways to shape the bow tie, and once we shape it, we're going to sew on the center piece. So I am just going ahead and putting the knot into my thread so I don't have to let go of the bow tie once I get the shape that I like. So here's one way to do it. One way is to pinch out the middle like this and then fold the ends up, and that creates a nice little bow tie shape like that. And then we would put the little centerpiece right in the middle like so, and that's really cute. And some people like it like that. And then another option is to pin, or like kind of push the middle out and pinch it and then fold back the ends, and you'll see it gives it a different shape. Some people prefer this one. So either way, whatever one you like. And then once you find the shape that you want, we're going to take that center piece around and just sew it up. And that's almost where we're getting close to the end here. So just go ahead and wrap it around. You don't want it too tight because it'll kind of make the shape look funny. Just kind of loosely on there, just like so. And then we're going to take our needle and thread with the knot at the end, and we're going to sew right at the base of that fabric, where almost to where it meets the bow tie. And we're just going to do a very simple stitch back and forth, just like we did on the other part of the bow tie. Go all the way down, and then at the very end, again, we're just going to tie a knot to make sure that the string or the thread doesn't come loose. It holds together really well. And now for this next part, to kind of keep the seam from fraying, we're going to use something called Fray Check right here. You can get it at Joann's or probably any craft store really. Another option would be to take like a little piece of felt and just glue it right over that seam, just to kind of make it look a little bit tidier. So now we're going to take our alligator clip and just line it with some hot glue. Be very careful during this part, and then we're going to slide it onto the back of the bow and make sure it is nice and fastened on there really well and nice and snug. And then once it kind of cools a little bit, we'll go back through and peel away any of the pieces of glue, like you can see, that make it look not super neat and tidy. And I also just wanted to show you how it goes onto a dress shirt. So I just slide it right up as close to the button as I can get it, just like that. It's super simple, and I love that it doesn't go around their necks. There's nothing that goes around their neck. It's just really simple, easy on, easy off, and looks super cute. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on how to make the little clip-on boys bow tie. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I do my best to answer all the comments that are left. Have a great day. Bye.